Hey everybody, I am on this evening going live for the first time. We gonna see how this goes. I normally record my video and then post it, so this is my first live. I just want to be jump on real quick. I'm not gonna be on here long, but want to follow up with comfort zone. I shared with you yesterday concerning comfort zone, and today I was really pushed out of my comfort zone. But I thought about a small thing, a little thing that I had held on to that was keeping me in a comfort zone. So I know I shared the other day that I went and I went to a bookstore, and I went to the bookstore to look for a book about Holy Spirit. And while I was at the bookstore, I was talking with the young lady that owns the bookstore, and one book just kept standing out to me. And I'm like, what is this book? So I go pick the book up, and it's a planner. And now I have a planner. So of course I'm thinking, why is this planner standing out to me? And I look at the planner and I'm holding the planner while I'm talking to her. And then as I'm holding it and I'm like, well, I kind of need a planner because the planner I have just don't work for me anymore. It's a planner that I've used for many years. I've tried to go to other planners and end up throwing them away and purchasing the planner that I've always used. But I noticed here in the last few months that it hasn't been working for me. It's not something I use like I used to use. But here I was still trying to hold on to it when I found something that would work for my needs because I was comfortable. Because I know this other, planner, and I've tried other planners, and then they don't work. So I'm gonna just go stick to what I know, right? No, not at all. Because literally what I was doing was staying with what I was comfortable with and what was familiar, even though it was no longer working. It has stopped working for me. I barely picked it up. I have to make myself pick it up. I have to make myself use that planner. I don't think about it until after I'm sitting there and I'm writing something down and I'm like, oh, wait, let me get my planner. But since I purchased this new planner, I literally have picked it up every day. When I had to go out and look for homes, I took it with me. I mean, I have actually been using this planner as opposed to not using the other planner that I've just been toting around, taking up space. So when we talk about get out of comfort zone, sometimes we think about the big things. Sometimes we think about, jumping out and taking a huge leap of faith when it could really be the small things that we need to let go of, like a planner that ain't working, the planner that doesn't fit your life, or the phase of life that you're in right now. And I had to let it go. And I didn't even, I promise you, I didn't even think about that I was holding on to it literally until today when I was packing my bag. When I say packing my bag, getting my purse together, getting my laptop together to go to where I needed to go. And I was like, oh, let me grab my planner. And I thought about it. I was like, man, I have literally picked up this planner more times than I pick up the planner that I've had since last June. I've used this planner more times in the last 3 days than I've used the other planner that I traveled from Arkansas with. So again, it doesn't have to be a big thing that you have to let go. It could be as simple as eating better. It could be as simple as not as watching, maybe not watch as much TV. Scale your TV time back so that you can be more creative and work on that thing that you say you really want to do. You know, one of the things that I've taught my daughters, one of my daughters, and she said she picked it up from me, that when I was focusing on something, when I really wanted to do something, I turned the TV off. When I want to accomplish something, I turn the TV off. I don't watch it. I will go days and weeks without watching TV on certain nights because I want to accomplish things. And I know, old people used to call the TV an idiot box. That's just what they used to call it because they said you keep sitting in front of it and all you're going to do is be an idiot. I'm not saying that that's going to be true, but I noticed that the thing that was taking up my time and stopping me from accomplishing what I wanted to accomplish was me watching TV. That may not be your testimony, that may not be your story, but Look at your life. What is that little thing that if you let go, you will be able to do more? As a life coach, you have to first make yourself your first customer. You have to coach yourself first. You have to push yourself to be able to accomplish greater things. There is no way as a life coach that I can come before you and say, hey, do this, this, and this if I haven't tried it. I heard a pastor, he's passed away, Charles Capps, I believe that's his name, and he says something opposite of what most people say. He says, you teach what you practice. Don't practice what you preach. Preach what you have practiced. And so in order for me to share with you, I have to practice what I'm going to share with you. I have to look at my life on a daily basis and say, how can I do better? What can I change? What can I improve about me? What can I learn today to make me better for tomorrow? See, I'm ever learning. I'm ever researching. I'm ever looking for something to push me further out of my comfort zone. And one last thing, and then I'm going to get off here tonight. The thing about being in your comfort zone is this: you may not even know you're comfortable. I honestly didn't know that I was comfortable with some certain things because they wasn't what I wanted. It's like, you ever buy a car and it wasn't really what you wanted, but that's what you could get at the time. So you just settled for it. And so you driving this vehicle, and you are no longer trying to get the one you really want. You're not even saving for it. You ain't even thinking about it until one day somebody drives up in a new version of what you want to be like, man, I used to want one of those. And they say, well, why didn't you get one? And then you can't answer because you don't know, because you got comfortable with what you settled for instead of staying uncomfortable so you could get with what you want. Right now, I'm in a season in my life where I'm uncomfortable. And it's okay, because long as I'm uncomfortable, then I'm going to accomplish my goals. Again, this is your girl, Kat Marie, with Legacy Conversations. Follow me, subscribe to my channel, read my blog. It is thelegacyconversations.net. Check out my podcast on Spotify. It's Legacy Conversations with Kat Marie. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, guys, help me reach 100 followers. I would greatly appreciate it if I could get to at least 100. Man, that would make my day. You guys have a great night. And until we talk again, bye bye.